Hi guys, welcome back. Today we are going for this little bit of everything Pilates routine that's going to be the perfect workout for you on those slightly lazier days where you still want to move, you still want to get in a little bit of a sweat and a little bit of toning, but you don't want anything too crazy intense. So if you are ready for this workout, all you need is your mat, roll it out, and let's get started. Unsurprisingly, if you've done some of my Pilates workouts before, we're going to start with a bit of planking. So start at the back end of your mat, give the shoulders a nice little shrug out here, just touching base with the navel pulling into spine as usual. And then go ahead and inhale, reach arms up, exhale, fold forward, could keep a soft bend in the knees, walk the hands forward, into plank. There it is. So hands are underneath shoulders, pulling navel in nice and tight. You're gonna press back to downward dog. As you shift forward to plank again, step the right foot to the outside of right hand. Right arm reaches up, hand touches back to downward dog. We're going to repeat that same side. So right foot takes a big step. We twist, bring it down, step back. Each time you step the foot forward, make sure that you are stepping far enough that the heel comes down. The heel needs to be in contact with the floor on that right side. Otherwise, it's going to put a lot of pressure in the knee. So if you need to take like more than one step there, that's fine as well. Take as many as you need. And then we're going to hold this next one, and we're just going to go for some twists. So arm reaches up. You're going to come between the front arm and that leg. Reach all the way through, as big a twist as you can do, and then back up. So exhale, twist into it. Inhale, reach. Pushing out of the left shoulder. Exhale, twist. Inhale, reach. Exhale, twist. Inhale, reach. One more there, and hand comes down, step back to downward dog again, and we'll repeat it on the left side. So come forward, left foot steps, reach left arm up, bring it down, back to downward dog, nice and easy. My shoulder just popped, yes. It's still morning. So I'm working through all like little pops and things, which is really the best way to do it. So yeah, if you're doing this one in the morning and everything's still popping open, it's a good feeling. It's how you get ready for the day. And the next one we're going to hold, and we'll just go for those twists. So from here, twist between leg and arm. Exhale as you reach through. Inhale, back up. Twist and reach. Though this is not the first thing I'm doing today, it's late morning. It's late morning. I watched some Nashville this morning. Last one here. It's my latest TV obsession. Bring it down, back to downward dog, and then we're just gonna shift forward and hold in plank. So hold it here, navel pulling in tight, shoulders are a little bit soft, glutes are engaged as well. Just hold, soften across the upper back and shoulders for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down, we'll do knees together, press back to child's pose. So arms are staying at about shoulder distance. And we're just gonna shift forward. You might need to bring the arms or the hands a little bit farther forward. Drop into a little Cobra here. Make sure that as you're in this Cobra, it's not here, but the shoulders all the way up the back. So press out of the shoulders and roll back. So just going between those two a few times, waking up the core a little bit. I feel like it's been a hot minute since I've given a television update. Yeah, so that's it. Now I'm watching Nashville. I'm almost halfway through, which like, there's 6 seasons. I think I started it like a week and a half ago. No, 2 weeks ago. It's been 2 weeks, not that that's much better. Yep, it's a good show. Good stuff. Couple more here. And last one. And then from there, you're going to lower, whoop, all the way down to the floor. So if you're on a thinner mat, or if you feel like the hip bones are going to kind of like dig into the floor, I recommend just like adding a little extra padding under there, maybe roll up your mat. I'm gonna regret this, but I'm not gonna do it just because I'm not going to, I just don't feel like it. But I'm probably gonna come to regret that. So yeah, don't be afraid to add a little padding underneath the hips here. Arms are going to reach long in front, legs are reaching long behind, obviously. You're going to put a lot of energy into the legs here. So push into the tops of the feet here, so kneecaps are going to lift up a little bit, and basically all we're doing is really keeping the legs super, super straight. So we're going to lift just right arm, left leg. So head is off of the floor here, you're not like fully smashed down into the floor, but you're going to keep gaze down at the floor, so you don't want to be throwing the head back like that. So right arm, left leg, we lift, and we lower, that's it. Exhale on the lift, inhale, lower. So as I said, keeping the leg especially really nice and long there. So it's a squeeze of the glute that makes it possible. Makes everything possible. And keep it going here. So a little bit milder than the last workout I posted, which was that advanced bar workout. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that one. It seems that you are, so I guess you're just like gluttons for punishment. So yeah, I'll definitely be doing more of those, but you can't do that kind of thing every day, can you? So good to mix it up with some sort of slightly milder mat-based routines here and there. Do a couple more here. So everything that's touching floor still has energy in it. Keep that lifted. You're gonna open right arm, left leg out to the side, come back into center, and then you're gonna bend the left knee, that leg is floating, touch back for the toes, and then reach it long. So we'll do a little open, and in, reach back, and reach long. Open, in, reach, long. That left leg stays floating the entire time, so don't even think about resting the top of the leg. So we've done these from a quadruped position before. That's usually what I do for these, but this one's nice because it just gives you a little bit more support. So some days you just want a little bit more support. That way we can really focus on squeezing the glute. Couple more here. And last one, and then you're gonna hold your reach forward and just pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, whoop, release. That's it, nice and easy. Other side. So again, just take a moment to really press into the feet, reach everything super long, so stretch it there. Left arm, right leg. We exhale, lift, inhale, touch. Exhale, lift, inhale, touch. So primarily focusing on the length of it. Don't worry too much about the height. You'll find it eventually by focusing on the length. Few more here. All right, this next one we're going to keep up, and you know what to do here. So we open to the side, come back into center, keep that leg floating, reach it back around, touch, and reach long. So open, hip bones stay grounded throughout. That's why I warned you that you might want to pad under them. So far, I'm actually doing okay. Sometimes I really get upset about my hips on the floor, but clearly not that upset because I didn't bother to go for any padding, so. I kind of need a new mat, but I don't know, I'm really picky. If you guys have any like good mat recommendations, let me know. I feel like I've tried a lot of different mats, and I haven't been impressed by any of them. And like from all different price points. And it's like, I've yet to find the mat of my dreams. Because I like a little bit thicker than this, but not too thick. I like something that's like really grippy, so you're not sliding. And then something that doesn't wear out. Last one there, hold it long. Pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release, give it a little shake out. And now we've got to lift everything. So yeah, must have known that was coming. So legs are going to be roughly shoulder distance apart, kind of where they naturally want to go. Same with the hands. Gaze is still down at the floor, so don't throw the head back like that. Inhale, on the exhale, we lift everything. And inhale, touch back down. So exhale, lift, keep those arms reaching really long. Arms are just in line with the ears. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Few more here. Here's 4, 3, 2, we're gonna stay up there on 1, hold, and you're gonna open everything a little bit wider and bring it in. So it's just open and in. Think of squeezing the inner thighs, because sometimes what I see on this one is that people will try to cheat it by bending the knees and just touching ankles together. That squeeze has to come all the way from the tops of the legs. Or it is a cheat, so make sure you can feel inner thighs squeezing all the way together. Here's 4, and 3, 2, and 1. Good. I'm gonna give you a second to rest it back down. Give the lower back a little rest, give those glutes a rest. And then we're gonna put together those little reaches, those little crossbody reaches. So everything is going to be floating. Actually, let me show you the modification first. So if you do wanna modify it, you can keep everything from the floor, but still actively engaged. You'll lift opposite arm, opposite leg, touch just as we did before, lower it down, but you'll just be alternating sides, okay? So something will always be resting. Otherwise, if you wanna go like all the way, go big or go home, everything lifts, you reach, crossbody, touch, reach long. Yeah, so pick one of those, join in with me. So it's always gonna be reaching for opposite foot. Keeping hips grounded. Exhale as you reach. Inhale as you come long again. Few more. And here's last 2. And 1. Keep it reaching long and swim it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Take hands underneath shoulders. Feet are going to come to about hip distance apart. Give the shoulders a shrug back. Hug the elbows in tight to the sides. So still keeping the neck in line with the spine, not up here, and not down to the chest either. Inhale on the exhale. Press halfway, just halfway. So not all the way, just halfway. And then inhale, slow release down. Exhale halfway. Inhale, slow release down. So when I do these in classes, I always remind you guys, don't lift with the butt. So try to put all that weight into the palms, make the triceps do the work, because the butt will help here. It's super strong, it likes to do that thing, but don't let it. You really gotta switch it off. And also, if you guys are ever interested in joining one of the group classes, I do 3 group bar classes a week. 2 of those are in person in Madrid, so only a few are in Madrid. But one of those is a virtual class. So that is on Wednesday evenings, 8 o'clock p.m. Madrid time. And you can join that from anywhere. So if you are interested, just, you know, get in contact, drop me a line. I'll let you know what to do. A few more here. Keep squeezing elbows tight to the sides. So if you're really thinking of engaging the triceps, they should be burning. To be fair, I'm kind of feeling last night because I did a lot of triceps yesterday, so it's sort of coming back to haunt me right now in the best possible way. But that's all good. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Press all the way. Woo! And then back to a quick child's pose. Give it a little wiggle out. Release the lower back. We're going to come down onto one side. Yeah, we're just going to move all the way around, every direction. Okay, so down onto, well, not actually fully on the side here. We're gonna do sort of a modified pretzel position. So we've done these before. It is a little bit of like a faff with the setup. So bottom arm, your supporting arm, is gonna be parallel to the edge, like the short edge of your mat. Elbow directly on their shoulder. So check to make sure you're not all the way out here. That's gonna put a lot of pressure in the shoulder. It is directly underneath, so it's a perfect stack. You also don't wanna be sinking down into it. So check that, make sure that you are lifting up, and away, keeping that space between the shoulder and the ear. Bottom leg is gonna come forward. So you might need to bring the butt back a little bit. So basically along the long end of your mat, you're gonna have your hand, knee, ankle, yeah? So we've got a right angle there with the bottom leg. It's not back here, it is all the way up there. Back leg, I want you to push it as far back as you can. Hopefully you can go a little farther back. I'm, as always, limited by the wall a little bit. I would like to push a little farther back, but that's what we've got to work with. So navel is going to draw in, the huge, open wide, expand across the chest, and then we're just gonna lift that leg. So keeping a bent lift, exhale up, inhale down. And like I said, if you could have that knee a little bit back behind the line of the hip, that would be ideal. I just don't have the space for it right now. But if you do, I mean, I don't know why you would be doing this up against a wall, but yeah, just keep that in mind. The other thing to think about here, this hip stays closed. So don't do like knees up. Sometimes I'll see people doing like a little yeehaw here. Keep that knee down. So we want knee and ankle lifting on the same level. Keep lifting up out of this bottom arm, so you shouldn't feel a lot of pressure there. You shouldn't really feel any pressure there because the energy is up, and away. So almost as if a string is just pulling you straight up. Slow release down, so we're always resisting the release. Think of using the obliques here as well. Why not? Why not? So keep lifting and lowering here. We've almost, well actually at the time this is posted, we made it through January! Yay, 1 month down. How was your first month of the year? We made it. We're here, so I mean, that's, you know, that's something to be said, I guess. I always feel like January is the longest month ever. Every year. Not just this year, but like consistently. I'm just like, how is it possible that Christmas was only a month ago? That feels like a lifetime ago. It's just, I find it to be such a long month. February as well, even though February is actually a short month, like I find February very long. It's just like this latter half of winter that like, I don't know. I start to get over it a little bit. Keep this next one lifted and you're going to pulse. Like the first half of winter, I'm cool because I'm like, oh, it's festive, we got Christmas, like we're decorating, all the like festive scents, festive foods, like all that stuff. And then once Christmas is over, I'm kind of over it. Because then it's just like, okay, like there are no like really exciting holidays coming. Like, just not really anything happening until summer. Yeah. So I'm kind of in that phase right now, but it's a good time to work out. So it's a good time to really like commit to self-care, especially after the holidays. Find a routine. That can be nice as well. So just kind of like getting back into the swing of things, waiting for spring to come. Depending on where you are, maybe that won't be too far off. In Madrid, sometimes we get like a couple spring-like days, January, February. Like we've had one in January. It was really nice. So I don't know, but that's usually just a tease. It's probably gonna get really cold again. We'll see. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. Check in with that bottom shoulder. You're gonna exhale, extend, inhale, bend. Keep that knee in line with the hip or slightly farther back, so we're still engaging the glute there. As you extend, I want you to take a look at the foot. Make sure that it's not turning up like that. So see how if it's turning up like that? Now my hip is open, now I'm sinking the shoulder, everything's off. So you want the foot to be parallel to the floor. Keeping that energy lifted. Full extension, press through the heel. So don't give me like a half extension. It's a full extension. Knee holds straight. You hold there for a second before bending it back in. And that bend is also going to be full. So heel to butt. Nothing by half measures. Nothing by half measures. If we're here, we're doing it. We're not cheating it. Go for 2. Next one, you're going to keep long. Touch the foot fully down. So we've got this straight line here. Exhale, lift. Inhale, touch. Exhale, lift. Inhale, touch. Are we starting to get that like cramping sensation there? I hope so. That's the idea. Keep squeezing navel tight. Keep lifting up, up, and away. Engage the abs. That's what we came for this burn. I suppose if you do this workout like another time, could do this with an ankle weight. If you really want to go crazy. And I mean, I always say, like, if you feel like you're starting to plateau, if you feel like things are getting too easy, add some extra resistance, like make it a little bit harder again. So we don't ever want to like feel comfortable. Keep it up and pulse it. Should never feel comfortable, because if it feels comfortable, nothing's changing. There's not progress being made. So then it's like, well, what's the point? We're here to progress. Give me 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Okay. You're gonna flip over onto your back. So the same leg that was just lifting, it's gonna be lifting again. It's gonna be active again. But down onto your back, knees are bent here. The same side that was supporting, so whatever was on the bottom, it's gonna be supporting. So for me, that's my left leg supporting, my right leg is gonna be lifting. Hands are just by the side. We're gonna lift to a bridge with a single side march. So you're gonna lift that active side, touch back down. Exhale, knee comes up as the butt lifts. Exhale, lift. Inhale, touch. Exhale, lift. Inhale, touch. Abs in tight. Big squeeze of that supporting glute hamstring. Here's 2. We're gonna keep it there on 1, so you can keep a bend in that knee, and you're just gonna pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Good. Hug the knees in. Come all the way back up. Well, yeah, all the way up, flip it around. We'll do the second side there. So same setup. Forearm is in line with the short edge of your mat. Elbow underneath shoulder. And then adjust your butt back as far as you need to get along that long edge of your mat. Hand, knee, ankle. Yes. Back leg. I'm gonna try to scoot forward, see if I can get a little more space. There we go. So back knee is bent. Exhale, lift. Inhale, touch. Keep lifting up out of the torso. That shoulder should feel so neutral. It's really just there for the angle. It's not really there to like take any weight. It's just there to help you find the angle. Good. So if you guys did New Year's resolutions, let me know how those are going. And keep in mind that like, Just because it's the new year doesn't mean that you have to start something at the new year. Any day, any moment is a good time to start something, to change some habits, make them a little healthier. So really thinking of playing the long game in terms of lifestyle, staying committed to it. And you know what, if you had some resolutions and you feel like you fell off the wagon, whatever, you're here doing this workout, like get back on it. You can always get back on it. So it doesn't have to be all or nothing with that, you know? It's day by day, we're just looking to improve a little bit. I personally don't do New Year's resolutions. I do goals. I do goals for the year. So goals that I can like measure, all that stuff. Because I do like to have something that I'm like really working toward. But I wouldn't say that I do sort of like lifestyle resolutions, because you can do those anytime. Do them any moment. Don't need a new year for that. Keep it going here. We did a lot of these. And one more, and we're gonna keep it up, and we're gonna pulse it. So little tiny pulses. Again, knee back behind the line of the hip if possible. Check to make sure knee and ankle are on the same level and you're not like doing your little do-si-do there. No do-si-dos. Since I've been watching Nashville, like I really want to wear my cowboy boots because I have cowboy boots and they're awesome, but like no occasion to wear them. I guess I could just wear them around the house. What? I don't know. But yeah, it really just makes me want to like put on my cowboy boots and like drink a beer. That's like big Nashville energy. That's like the vibes I'm getting from this show. Let me know if you've seen it down below. I resisted it for so long because I was like, that looks really like over the top, like such drama. It is drama, but it's really well done, and like the music is so good. If you are a country fan, which I mean, I am. I've long been a fan of country. I love it. Love it, love it. I think it's a great show. So, yes. Still need to finish Arrow. That one I took a break from because it got kind of boring, sadly. Sad times. Couple more here, and then we're gonna go for the extension. This is where it gets real. So, exhale long. Check to make sure toes aren't pointing up at all. Extend, full bend. Full extend. So these are fairly slow. You've got a little bit of a hold on either end. Keep pulling navel in, keep lifting up out of that bottom shoulder. Make sure that hip is not opening. Lengthen through the torso as always. And go for 4, 3, 2, we're gonna keep it long on 1, touch on the inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale, touch, exhale, lift. And you shouldn't be like using everything to lift it. So it shouldn't be like a wow, like nothing in the torso should be moving. That energy, that motion stops there. It stops at the hip. So if you feel like you're tapping into a lot of other stuff, if everything's kind of moving, then you are not isolating the muscles that we want to work. Keep it a little bit smaller. So that would be my advice. So maybe it's just like a couple centimeters or like an inch off the floor. That's fine as long as the active part is working, because that will get bigger as those muscles get stronger. But if you cheat it from the start, it's never going to improve because there's nothing to improve off of if it's a cheat. So I always say like you can modify. Modifications are great for that reason. Don't cheat it though. Keep it up and pulse it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release, you're gonna roll onto your back again. So same active leg is active again. Okay, and we'll do that same little bridge series. So hands by the side. I'm gonna be marching up my left leg. Inhale. On the exhale, it's a lift. Inhale, touch back down. So full squeeze of the glute each time. Make sure you're coming up high. Again, pause. Pause for dramatic effect at the top. And let's do 4, 3, 2, we stay up there on 1, and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Good. Hug the knees into the chest here. We'll finish things off with a little bit more abs. We've been kind of working the abs all the way through, but a little bit more targeted. So you're gonna curl up into a little ball here, knees in toward the nose, head is lifted. Inhale, on the exhale, you're gonna reach everything long. Inhale, hug it back in. So up to you what angle you wanna choose with the legs here, as long as the lower back stays down and you're feeling it in the abs. So if you feel like the lower back is lifting up, bring the legs just a little bit higher. If the back of the neck is hurting, you can keep head down, but keep the back in contact with the floor here. Let's do 4 more here. Again, there's a little bit of a hold on each of those. This last one, I want you to hold it here, helicopter those feet. So again, lower you go, the harder it's gonna be. Keep pressing navel down. If you can, I want you to keep arms long overhead. A little bit extra resistance to work against. Keep those legs long, squeeze navel in tighter, tighter, tighter. And give me 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring heels back there. Just hold it there. Go a little lower if you can. And hug the knees in. We're going to do a few more little holds there. So just that hollow hold. So heels back together. Inhale. On the exhale, reach everything long. Hold it. So you're just going to keep breathing here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Hug it in. Give it a little shake out. Hoo, hoo, hoo. And we're going to do 2 more. So inhale, on the exhale, reach long, hold. Hug it in. And we're going to do 1 more. 1 more. And this one's going to have sort of like a victory lap. A flourish. Inhale, on the exhale, reach long, hold, hold, hold. This is going to turn into a hollow rock. So you can keep arms overhead, otherwise you can bring arms in front, a little bit milder. Let's actually all start here. So you're just going to rock forward, back. The trick is you're not using momentum from the legs, so it's not like a woohoo. It's not like that where you're getting really big and out of control. We want to control it with the abs. So keep the legs pretty much not going too far past a 45. If you want a little bit harder, arms are gonna go up overhead. And you're gonna rock it there. Abs should be burning. We're gonna do 5 more. One last one, and this one I'm gonna let you rock all the way up. Reach forward for the toes. Give that a little shake out. There we go. And then keep the legs long here. Feet are flexed. Sit up nice and tall, draw navel in. Give the shoulders a roll back. Reach arms long in front of you. Now that they're reaching, give the shoulders another little roll back. And then take a little tilt back, lifting the chest still. So you don't wanna be here. If you're here, you're not gonna feel the abs at all. You gotta stay really long through the torso. Keep those shoulders pressed back, hold it here. You should be shaking. Squeeze the navel in a little bit tighter. Reach right arm up. And so this is not gonna happen You're gonna really stretch back as that arm reaches up overhead. Bring it forward. Other side. And forward. Both arms. Hold, you should be shaking. Give me 4, 3, 2, 1. Forward fold. Woo, there we go. Give it a little shake out there. We're gonna give that a nice little stretch as well. So you're gonna cross step the right foot to the outside of the left knee. Twist toward your right, so right hand comes behind, left arm comes around. If you want a deeper twist there, you can hook the left elbow around. You could extend the arm. The important thing though is that that's not just like wrenching at the shoulders. You wanna find that twist from the navel. So think of setting the navel over that right hip bone, wringing yourself out from the middle. That's where we wanna find it. And then from there, you're gonna take this hand, left hand, grab the outer arch of the right foot, extend it long, so push into it, expand across the chest, so in that twist. Then you're gonna take right hand, wrap it around, grab it, the inner arch of the foot, draw the knee in for a second here, because again, I don't want you to be like curled around it. So as the knee is drawn in, lift the chest, pull shoulders back, then extend the leg. Yeah? If that won't extend straight without curling over it, keep a little bend in the knee. I really want you to be keeping the torso long here, lifting up out of it. Then you're gonna put a bend back in it, bring that right foot into the crook of the left elbow. I'm gonna turn toward you so you can really get the full effect of this one. And then you're gonna cradle the leg in, and then like you're rocking a baby, you're just gonna give it a little wiggle out. Again, you don't wanna be curled back away from it. Sit up nice and tall into it. Give it a nice little massage. And go ahead and release. So that leg will extend long. You'll cross the left foot to the outside of the right knee now, and then twist toward your left. So left hand comes behind, whatever you done for a side, so you can either hug it, keeping the elbow slightly behind, or you can lock the elbow all the way around, extend the arm, stay nice and tall there. Twist from the middle, and then take that right hand to the outer arch of the left foot, and send it out long, stay wide there across the chest, push through the heel, pull the foot in toward you, take the left hand, cross in front, put a bend in the knee here first, lift, lengthen, then extend. So if the hamstrings are really tight, that might just be here, might be a little bit of a bend in the knee. You can sort of play around with extending and bending, so keeping it a little bit more dynamic, keeping a little bit more motion in it. And then we're gonna cradle it in. So left foot comes just to the crook of the right elbow there. You're gonna cradle it in, sit up nice and tall, give it a little rock out. I think these feel glorious for the hips. I like it, I like it. And then release, take the soles of the feet together. Always gotta have this in there. Tell you what, for tight hips, this one is probably still my favorite. I don't know. I mean, all of the like 10,000 variations on pigeon are pretty good too. Yeah, there are a lot of good ones. Basically just, yeah, remember to take some time to stretch. Ideally every day, especially if you are working a desk job. So make sure that you are getting up during the day, stretching, moving around, drinking some water, all those things. You're not just like sedentary with hips flexed all day, yeah? Flip around, come onto hands and knees. We'll take a cat-cow, of course. So you're gonna inhale, hollow. Exhale, round to tuck in. Inhale, hollow. Exhale, round. Then from there out, you split the knees just a tiny bit wider. Keep the butt stacked over the knees. Walk the hands forward, keeping them shoulder distance apart, and melt the chest down. So this would be a really good one too if you have a desk job. Open everything back up. And go ahead and press it back up. Walk the hands back, and then knees are already gonna be apart, toes together, push all the way back to a child's pose. Nice wide leg child's pose. I do like to turn palms up toward the ceiling here, just because I find that I get a little bit more opening across the front of the shoulders doing that. So you can kind of feel around. You'll know what feels right, but just melting down here. If your mat is clean, you can rest your head on it. I don't really want to put my head on my mat right now, to be honest. Nice deep breaths here. And then when you're ready, go ahead, press back up to a seated position. That is us done. So I hope you guys enjoyed this routine with a little bit of everything. Wasn't too crazy intense, but one I think that's good for those days when you want to move, you want to work out, you want to get a little bit of strength, but not like get super sweaty and super exhausted. So if you like this one, be sure to let me know by hitting that like button down below. If you want to see all of my future videos, of course, hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you back. And if you have any special requests for things that you would like to see in the future, please do let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this one, and I will see you back here next week. Bye!